That last free throw was important.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pretty atrocious game, to be completely honest. But I knew that I was at 995 or whatever. 100 people told me before the game, so I knew I just needed 5 points. Yeah, wish it came a little sooner. But it is what it is. I'm glad we won, and I'm glad I got there.
Their coach said he thought you guys played with more urgency tonight than they did. Did you sense that as well? You guys hadn't.
I'd hope so. We talk about urgency all the time. That's a big word that we use, and we don't always have it. To be quite honest, so that's a word we use all the time, and I think so. It's good. I'm glad he said that. It's nice of him.
Patrick, you've been around some really good players here at Iowa. Peyton Sanford just had the first triple-double in program history. Are you surprised? Like, what do you think about his?
Well, I knew he had 8 assists at halftime because Josh Dix made every shot. So I was like, so somebody came up to me, I think it was one of our managers, and he's like, Peyton's on trip-dub watch. And I'm like, what? And he's like, well, he's got 5, 5, and 8 assists. I was like, he has 8 assists? I was like, I had no idea. And then I knew he said something about how he wanted to get one more rebound, and I figured that's probably what it was. I didn't know how many assists I didn't know how many he got in the second half. But yeah, so I figured everybody made a big deal when he got the last rebound, so I was like, okay, something must have happened, and I'm happy for him.
So he knew he was at 9?
I think so. That's the only way he would have acted like that.
You know, a lot of people label Peyton as just a shooter, but does this kind of just showcase his all-around game, and he's more than just a guy that can go out and hit threes?
I think anybody who says that doesn't watch our games and doesn't watch him play. He's obviously much better than that. Yeah, he does a lot. He does a lot off the bounce, off the move. He can rebound really well for his position. So yeah, no, yeah.
Do you think he's going to be an NBA player?
Yeah, I probably. Yeah.
When you talk about urgency, and sometimes you guys have it, sometimes you don't. Why do you feel like you guys had it today?
I don't know. We always talk about it, so So I think yeah. I don't really know why we had it today. I know we lost to them last time, so that probably played a part. But yeah, it was good. Happy we won.
What does 1,000 points mean to you?
Yeah, it means it's cool. Not a lot of people do that. It was something that was a goal of mine. A lot of people seem to care. My phone's blowing up. Yeah, it shows I had a long, successful career. I've been a pretty good player on really good teams, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to play here, and I'm glad I was able to do something with it.
Patrick, there were multiple times in the game where Penn State just kept clawing back. You guys had a double-digit lead, and then they would cut to like 7, then 5 in the first half and second half. So what kind of got you guys through to just keep pushing the lead even further every time they came back?
Yeah, I think in certain parts of the game we strung some stops together, and that was good. Like when we needed to get some stops, we got some stops. I wish we could put a team away. It's kind of been our bugaboo all year, something we haven't been great at. So I wish we could, be a little bit better at that. But hey, we kept them at bay. I don't think it ever got too close. I think the closest it ever got was like 6 or 7. So, good.
Did you feel like this was a good game for you guys tonight? I mean, I know you got the win, but
yeah.
You've been playing so well lately. Do you feel like you continued that as a team?
I mean, yeah, we won, right? So yes, in a way. But I think there's so many things that we need to correct. I mean, I made 100 mistakes, and I think other guys made several mistakes, and I think it was. I mean, we scored 90 points, but I think our offense was like. I mean, we had 22 assists on 25 made field goals, but we had some goofy turnovers. Missed some free throws, just kind of uncharacteristic things for us, and that's what Penn State does because they press and they get after you, so they're responsible for a lot of that. But I think we could. Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff you have to clean up. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to play a game that's perfect. Best games we've ever played that we've made. Still have 50 clips on the film of mistakes that we made. So.
Do you feel like you guys are still getting better, and how do you try to close that gap in this last little bit of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think we're playing better. I think a lot of it, depending on how we play, is matchup based, who we're playing, kind of how we match up with them. But no, I think I like the way we're flowing. We have good continuity right now, I think. you know, guys are making shots, guys are making plays. We've been guarding better. We didn't guard great today. They had 81. We need to do better there. But I think overall we've been playing a little better. But like still, we're making a ton of mistakes. We made a bunch of mistakes at Illinois. Made a bunch of mistakes tonight. Made some mistakes at Michigan State. Made mistakes against Wisconsin. So still stuff we need to clean up and work through.
Patrick, we know you guys
Last
are.
question.
We know you guys are kind of on that bubble territory right now. I think you guys are pretty aware of that too. I mean, do you just go one game at a time, or do you talk about the bigger picture, or how do you guys just kind of approach?
All you can really do is just talk about go one game at a time. You can't really look ahead. Like, can't talk about Northwestern and Illinois because we have to beat Penn State. Doesn't really make a difference if we lose before. So you know, we just know that we gotta do what we can do and let the chips fall where they may.
All right, thanks, guys.